the beginning of time, there have been dolls.
Hi, Ken.
Ken and Barbie
Both reflect what little girls see in their world. Tears flowed down my cheeks as I cradled you in my arms. My son will never play with dolls. Are you gonna be strong and manly? Or a total wet lettuce? Describe your perfect guy, just for fun, a bit of fantasizing. For me, it would be someone at least 5'11" in height, rectangular face, not too thin.
Oh, if only I weren't so skinny and weak, maybe I'd have a chance with you.
The first Ken doll wore a red bathing suit and cork sandals. Long arms, not puffy hands, clean shaven, and I prefer no chest hair.
For me, the perfect man would show up. He'd give me a briefcase full of $100 bills. Ha! And then he'd leave. Without saying a word.
Thanks to Barbie, all problems of equal rights have been solved.
Only 35 women in history have ever served as governor, compared to more than 2,300 men. It's International Men's Day tomorrow. I am a loud member of the Every Day's Men's Day choir. Can men experience sexism?
In June of 2024, I came out of this very national tournament determined to write one of those heart-stoppingly strong women's rights programs. But when I explained my dreams to my dad, he opened my eyes to a different issue I hadn't ever noticed. Equality movements have been deliberate about making sure that our girls know that they can be strong. But what about our sons? Do our sons know that they can be sensitive? Now, my dad isn't some extremist men's rights activist, but he is a trailblazer in an untouched territory of equality. My dad's the first person I call to go shoe shopping, or when I want to watch a historical drama. He's a cheerleader, a listener, a cookie baker. My dad has taught me vulnerability, emotional intelligence, and the power of my ideas. Through him, I have learned that men can use sensitivity as a superpower. But in a society plagued by toxic masculinity, he's right. Now more than ever, we must fight for an equality that shatters every stereotype, not just women's, because rigid expectations limit everyone. So through the drama Barbie by Greta Gerwig and Man Park by SNL, the prose Everyday Sexism by Laura Bates, the poetry Coniferous Fathers by Michael Kleber-Diggs, My Beautiful Son by Debora Johnson, and If I Had a Son by FN. Articles from Buzzfeed, Time Magazine, CityData.com, Marketing Week, and True Story Magazine, and a public address by Emma Watson. An education in equality, because it's never too late to rewrite the curriculum. That first day of school, my brave little man walking down the sidewalk holding tightly to my hand.
What percent emasculated are you? Should men wear pink?
Pink is too girly for men.
What do you think of feminists?
Scary, ugly, desperate women who can't get a man. Be strong. Be the man of the family.
You're so emasculated, your balls have literally detached themselves from your body and run away in search of another man, one who isn't afraid of equality, housework, and powerful women.
Da, 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 da. According to studies, many men say that they have no close friendships, and 3 in 4 report receiving all of their emotional support from their wife or girlfriend, often the moment they come home from work.
Hi, honey. How are you? I miss you. Am I balding?
Ken became the most iconic boy toy in history. Ken stands 12 inches tall. That's half an inch taller than Barbie. But they wanted Ken to stand out from Barbie in other ways as well. The two advocated for some sort of bulge in his trousers. Da, 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 da. It's not their fault. Masculinity makes intimacy so hard. Finally, there's a place with man park. It's like a dog park, but for guys in relationships, so they can make friends and have an outlet besides their girlfriends and wives. My perfect guy would not be mentally unstable, too weepy, overly feminine. Men are supposed to be leaders, protectors, providers. How can I expect my son to be the head of a household like his father when he's steady tending to a house made of plastic? No, I refuse to let my sons play with dolls. Sexism against men is not good. And it's not non-existent. But it's also not the same thing. Many men are raised and socialized to think that being a man is all about winning and being strong. Be strong. Be the man of the family. These wastes send their poisons through the system, retarding development. As parents, we need to think about how we are raising our children. What expectations are we placing on them? Let us fashion gentle fathers, expressive, holding us how we want to be held before we could ask. Fathers who say this is how you hold a baby, but never mention a football. I've seen my father's role as a parent being valued less by society, despite my needing his presence as a child as much as my mother's. Let us grow, fathers, from pine and not oak. Coniferous fathers bending, raising us in their shade. Fathers who love us like their fathers couldn't. I've seen young men suffering from mental illness, unable to ask for help, for fear it would make them less of a man. Give us fathers of laughter and fathers who cry, fathers who say, check this out, or I'm scared, or I'm sorry, or I don't know. If men don't have to be aggressive in order to be accepted, women won't feel compelled to be submissive. If men don't have to control, women won't have to be controlled. Both men and women should feel free to be sensitive. And both men and women should feel free to be strong. You grew up so fast. And despite your conscientious effort, your child may be suffering. We need to shout from the rooftops that traditional male stereotypes are dangerous. This men versus women. It's about working together toward a more equal society. Men, I'd like to take this time to extend to you your formal opportunity. Gender equality is your issue, too.